Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video in the series Biological Molecules. The basic unit of all matter is the atom. In living organisms, atoms combine with each other to form biological molecules. The study of these molecules is known as molecular biology. Before I talk to you about monomers and polymers, it's first important to consider how these atoms combine with each other. There are three ways which atoms can combine. The first is covalent bonding. The molecule seen here is a single water molecule, or H2O. You can see that the two hydrogen atoms share electrons with this oxygen atom. Atoms are more stable when they have a full outer shell. So, with the hydrogen atoms sharing with the oxygen atom, all of the atoms have full outer shells. So this results in a more stable molecule. This type of bonding with the sharing of electrons in the outer shell is known as covalent bonding. Another way in which atoms combine is by ionic bonding. Ions are atoms that have a charge, either negative or positive. Ions of opposite charges can attract each other. This electrostatic attraction is known as an ionic bond. The third way in which atoms can combine is by hydrogen bonds. Electrons are not always evenly distributed around the molecule. They tend to spend more time in a particular position. This position therefore carries a negative charge. This uneven distribution leads to a region of negative charge and a region of positive charge within the molecule. Two molecules of polar opposites, this meaning the negatively charged area of a molecule and the positively charged region of another molecule, can interact weakly, forming a very weak electrostatic attraction. This weak electrostatic attraction is known as a hydrogen bond. Now we've discussed the types of bonds that make up molecules, we can start to think about the different types of molecules. A single molecule can also be thought of as a monomer. Here we have 4 individual monomer units. These monomers can be linked together by a process of polymerization, forming a long chain of these monomer units together, known as a polymer. In future videos, I'll discuss more of these polymers. Polymers like polysaccharides, polypeptides and polynucleotides, which are all made naturally by living organisms. When polymers are formed by polymerization, a water molecule is released. This is why this process is known as a condensation reaction. However, polymers can also be broken down through addition of water. This reaction is named a hydrolysis reaction. So let's recap what we've learned so far. We've learned the 3 bonds which can combine atoms, which are covalent, hydrogen and ionic bonds. We've also learned what monomers and polymers are, and how they're formed and how they're disassembled through condensation and hydrolysis reactions. But most importantly, what you've learned so far will help you understand some of the molecular structure and formation of molecules in future topics. So finally, let's discuss an exam question. So this question came up in June 2018 on AQA paper, and it reads, starting with mRNA in the cytoplasm, describe how translation leads to the production of a polypeptide. We haven't discussed the process of translation yet. However, we do know that a polypeptide is a polymer made up of many repeat monomer units. And we know by what process monomer units form a polymer. So as you can see on point number 6 of the mark scheme, the individual monomer units of amino acids were joined by condensation reaction to form a polypeptide, which is a polymer. Okay, so that covers everything I wanted to talk about for this topic. So the next topic that I'll be talking about next is mole and molar solutions. Now I know this can be a tricky one for some people. In fact, the lab are working at the minute, there's still people that use osmolarity calculators and they're not sure how to do it themselves. So as well, being important for your exams, it will definitely be important if you go into any biological research career in the future. Please, if this video was helpful, leave me a like, comment down below any feedback, and subscribe if you want more of this content.